We go live to Cuba. Electoral authorities provide a bulletin on Sunday's parliamentary elections.
This afternoon is with us Tomás Amarán Díaz, Vice President of the National Electoral Council. We keep offering information since this morning. It is a great satisfaction for us to do so. You know, there is a basic report since this morning that more than 8 million people voted. So far, until 2 p.m., more than 4 million people have casted their vote. It represents the 60.40%, which we consider is a good result. Until now, the process so far has been smoothly everywhere, in every polling station, in every neighborhood, and with great enthusiasm from the population, where every authority participates in these elections. More than 170,000 children and people go to vote. That's why we say it's an event where everyone participates. We can also say that throughout the day and the results that we have been given in this so far, in the municipal elections, it's an increase of more than 6% of voters, and regarding the referendum, it's also an increase. And so the tendency is good for this process. In the framework of this report, we must keep insisting that every voter have the possibility to vote, even though they haven't done so until this time. We still have a few hours to work, and they have still a chance to vote. If there's someone who can attend to the voting station, they can ask for the vote to go to their place so they can cast their vote. Even when someone goes to the polling station to vote and they have a problem, maybe they can see or something, and someone at the polling station, they can help them to do so. We must keep insisting on this information because sometimes people don't know this. This is where the main things that we wanted to report. If you have any questions. We have different media present here today. So from Cuba Debate, from Juventud Rebelde, from Grandma. In this report, you say there were more than 60% of the votings. I want to ask you your opinion regarding the logistics of the process, because we know that not every area in the country has the capability to do so. We were talking about the West, from AC, how the process has been in these far places, and to be able to broadcast the results from the National Electoral Council. And also, if you have a report for the climate, if there have been any rains in these places. Yes, it is very interesting. This process is not linear, it's different in every places. Even in the city, there are situations, but in these places, it is also complex, the process. It is also difficult for the voters to go to the voting stations. But we also work for this. We also foresee these actions, the transport, communication. It is worth mentioning the work of our partners in these places. They move throughout these places with animals and horses because otherwise they can go to the voting station. It is worth mentioning the effort and all the conditions created for the process. But sometimes the polling stations are far away from the main stations, and then they use the radio to broadcast the results. You know this is true because you already visited these places, and it's very fitting to ask this. It is a great effort behind this process. We keep moving, and and so far the situation is moving forward. Yes, until now, the closing of the polling station is the same. We haven't been any serious problems regarding the electricity or water, so the normal development of the process can be followed. Any other question? Good afternoon, Vice President. My question is regarding this, the logistic of this event. There are many electoral authorities that are participating in this process for the first time. And how's been the preparation of these electoral authorities in each neighborhood, in each place? How's been this process? In every process, the training of the personnel is fundamental, because even though we have a great number of authorities, electoral authorities, with great experience in these events, each process is different, and we have to prepare them, all of them, taking into consideration the characteristic of the process. This is an important and complex process. We have been explaining the need to organize this process, and it's very important for us, for the electoral authority, to know the Constitution and all the rules of the Council. We are satisfied with the authorities' work in this process. We have to acknowledge their work, the commissions in each place. There was someone who was born today that said it was important to mention this, to congratulate the work of the authorities, and to remember those who have been previously. It's many people that have been in this process from the very beginning, and we have to thank them for their work, and also for the ones that are right now present at the polling stations. There are some of them that have been doing this process for over 15 and 20 years. We are very grateful for the work, because this is our people and this is how we work. Thank you very much to Tomás Amaral Díaz, Vice President of the National Electoral Council, for being with us today. We will be back around 8 p.m. local time.
We're watching live an updated report on Cuba's parliamentary elections. Tomás Amaral Díaz, Vice President of the National Electoral Council, said that by 2 p.m. more than 4 million people had voted, meaning over 60%. The official added that voting day continues to develop smoothly with the participation of all sectors of society. The Vice President mentioned that polls are expected to close at 6 p.m. local time as scheduled. Stay tuned with teleSUR English for updates in upcoming news briefs.